everybody. Welcome to another amazing episode of Life Theories, where we get together and chat with you about our amazing theories about life, spirituality, growth, healing, and everything in between. Between the three and sometimes four of us, we've got some pretty awesome theories. We've got Jay from Journey of a Whitefeather down on the, for me, he's in the bottom. Got Diana over there from Trailblazers of the Universe, and me, Small Sarah Big Soul, jamming out with you today. So let's get into it. Today's topic is synchronicities. What do you guys
Tell us
got to
about
say
yours.
about my synchronicities? Well, well, there's been a few. I've been, oh man, I almost don't even want to get into talking about it because they're very they're still flowing so much, and the more I feel like I talk about it, the more it almost like breaks the flow of it. But it's like it's really exciting. Some of the smaller things that aren't gonna like ruin it is
Just, I've just been really working on kind of keeping myself more grounded, with everything that's been going on. I'm actually making a video right now. I'm actually editing it, on doing that. Because just with everything that's going on, it's easy. I'm just noticing it's easy to get really distracted. It's easy to get caught up in a lot of things, and I have trouble even on social media. Getting grounded also means I got to get off there because that's in like the virtual world, right? That's in all the craziness, and it gets addictive, right? Even though there's no now drama going on in my life right now, I easily can get sucked in. I'll be a lot of these spiritual groups, even that group you sent me on Telegram and stuff for that. There's a lot of rabbit
well,
holes
that
to go
one's
down.
insane, man. I take that in small doses. That's just for
Yeah,
like
I
when you
can't
want to
really
get into
look at.
wacky shit.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
look at a lot of that. So I mean, and for me, I have to remember, I think it goes with the addiction thing a little bit. Sometimes I like to be a little more stimulation than most people. So but I can overstimulate. Like then I download like a video game. Like I got a Steam account, right? Because I wanted some hobbies. I'm trying to save more money, not do things as much. So then I started getting addicted to this game, and I'm like, oh, it's more stimulating. It's all this virtual stuff, and I'm starting to get a headache from like doing all this stuff, and then I'm not even focused on my videos and other stuff. And it's good to have a balance, right? And there's nothing wrong with having fun, enjoying myself. I'm working with stuff with like the sacral chakra and stuff because I've told Sarah before, I'm either one way or I'm either super driven and like all work, almost no play, just like I'm in the mood to be productive, do a bunch of things, or I'm the complete opposite and I'm all the way over like, oh, I want to eat, I want to go here and have fun, and I'm about more pleasure and like having fun, and then I don't want to do anything. So it's always extreme. Like for me,
Do you find
I'm not very good on balancing, and then I burn myself out either way. So at first I work too much, and then I burn myself out, and then I go have fun too much, and then I burn myself out, or then I don't want to do shit. You see what I'm saying? So I'm trying to find a way to balance. I'm just, and it goes with the addiction stuff too. Kind of the behaviors I did things were up and down all the time, and it's just the roller coaster. And that's my pattern with the relationships too. I'm all in. I'm with the person all the time, and then I get sick of it. I want to see him for a while. See what I'm saying? But this is a pattern,
Yeah.
and I don't know how to be content. Just like do a little bit here. Okay, I could be somewhat productive and then also have fun. No, I'm like all the way this way and then all the way that way, and I'm having trouble like balancing that.
It's like I thought I was over that, but as it turns out, Mikey called me on it. I still got some stuff to work on, but putting that video out helped me kind of step out of my shell. And when I put the video out, I put it out with the intention of I'm going to use my voice and I'm going to share information that people need to hear. And I used my voice, I shared the information, and a lot of people suffer from arthritis, right? Like, you don't have to be spiritual to vibe on that content, right? If you suffer from pain and inflammation, it doesn't even have to be arthritis. You could make use of what I said in my video, right? So I did that, and then I just kind of ignored it. I didn't pay attention to it for a good like 12 hours. And then I looked at it right before I went to bed. And it was at like over 600 plays, and I had a bunch of people follow me from that video. I had a bunch of people like it, and I had 6 people private message me telling me how soothing my voice was, and different variations of, you should get into voice acting. You should probably read for audiobooks. You have such a soothing voice. You need to like be a speaker. I could listen to you talk all day. And I put the video out with the intention of, I'm going to share my voice. And then I got all these compliments on how good my voice was, right? And then ever since I was a little kid, I've always kind of wanted to get into voice acting and voiceovers and like reading for cartoons and stuff. I always thought that would be a lot of fun. And I just kind of was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm just going to make a leap. Like, I'm going to do something about this. So I started looking up like a bunch of different auditions. And I was like, I got a little bit nervous. And then I messaged my friend who's actually a voice actor and an actor. Like, he's in his 30s, but he plays a bunch of, he's small like me. So he plays a bunch of like children's roles and stuff. It's pretty awesome. So I called him up and I was like, hey man, I'm thinking about getting into this. He's like, you'd be great for it. I'm a voice coach. If you like don't want to leap into school just yet, he's like, hit me up. He's like, I'll give you some training. He's like, you're on disability. Here's the number to contact for like the disabled actors, the Disabled Actors Union. He's like, get in it, call them Monday. We're really looking for people right now. He's like, you'd be fucking great for this. He's like, just call this number on Monday. And he's like, and let me know if you want trainings on the weekends. And I was like, wow, okay, that's fucking awesome. So I put out this one video and didn't even think about it. And then it just turned into me opening up a dream of mine that I kind of like had on the back burner for years, right?
Excuse me.
Going into, actually making something happen for myself that like I didn't think was possible. And all it took was me making a video with an intention of using my voice to like open that up for me. So
do you think do you think it was timing? Like, I'm always now, I think that we have to work on ourselves to get to that point, and then the lessons we have learned, then that opportunity comes for us. Like the universe says, now it's time, and we sort of get that little bit of a push. Do you think that's what? Because I mean, would you have done? Okay, I'll put it this way.
What happened?
You wouldn't have done it 6 months ago. Let's put it that way.
I wouldn't have done it 6 months ago. And here's
that's
the thing.
What I mean. Yeah.
To be able to have a job like this, and doing like voice acting and stuff, like you need some kind of discipline, right? You need to like have your scheduling on track. You need to like be able to do that. Not only that, like some of these gigs I was researching it, it's like some of them get paid $500 an hour. And it's like, that's pretty good money. And like where I was at before, I wouldn't be able to handle that much money. Like getting paid that much an hour, like from where I was now, like I needed to work myself up to the discipline to be able to like not only handle the scheduling of the job, but the potential payout of what this job could be. With no labels, and I will always pick the most expensive one. It is absolutely ridiculous. I don't know what why I gravitate towards that, but I can't seem to help it. Like when I'm given an option, like I will always want the more expensive thing first, even if I don't know what the price is. Something about me just magnetizes to the more expensive thing. It is frustrating. Like I wish I could change it.
I had I've gone the other way, excuse me, because I've worked so hard for the last 20 years and I won't say I struggled, but it didn't come easy. So I hold on to a lot of it. Like I'm always wondering, I have to have something for a rainy day, but I took that to the extreme. Now I've started backing off a little bit and saying, look, you're okay. You've learnt the lesson of good financial status or good financial, whatever you want to call it, good financial, whatever you want to call it. Now I can actually say, look, if I need to get something, I'll get something, because you're not going to lose. You got rid of that belief of I don't have enough, or all that stuff, where you can actually go and get something, not saying you're going to lose money or anything like that, or you're not going to have enough at the end. So I had to go the other way, because I've always had to sort of save and all that kind of stuff. I've gone the other way. I'm okay now. I'm good I'm good at financials. And my mate said to me, he went and loaned $5,000 to go to a. He's got nothing compared to what I've got, and he still had to go and get a loan for $5,000. And go, how the hell are you doing this? And then I look at it and gone, and then I go, well, how can he do it? But then I go to myself, you're good at saving, you're good at your financials. You can have these little things. It's not going to break the bank, and you've got to live the way you got to live. You got to believe that, And I've started to come the other way. I just come out of my shell a little bit more. Not that and people look at the stuff I've got and they go, geez, you spend a lot of money. I go, no, I work hard for that. And I actually got a bank where I pull a little bit of money out every so often. And it's been easier than I've got the job now. But still, I don't go, I could easily pull money that I've got saved and go and buy everything I need. I don't do that. I actually pay things off and stuff. But then I go to the next stage and go, I wouldn't mind that small thing. Yep, go get it. But I don't go overboard. But it's a case of letting the chains go and go, you're going to be all right. It's okay to have these little things. You're not going out and spending $5,000 on grog or whatever it may be. You're doing something small. You're still paying your bills, and you're just trusting the universe and trusting yourself.
It's like sometimes you want to go for it, and sometimes what stops people is they have the intent, but it's a fear of the unknown. They're like, I have no idea how it's going to work out. Oh, there's no logical way, but there's no logic in the universe. That's what I'm saying. It goes beyond logic. But if you can get out of your logical mind, and I believe that everything's magical, life's magical. I've seen crazy miracles happen, things I like, even with myself, with others. Yep. So I mean, anything is really possible. But if you just take the step forward, you don't have to just take, even if it's a small step, take a step forward into the outside of your comfort zone, right? And then the rest falls into place. Like I said, it's an alignment. I told you what I talked about earlier, what happened with me. I had no idea how half the shit in my life happened that like I was like, there's no chance. And even with the addiction, people say, oh, you're never going to get out, you're going to be like this your whole life. I was like, nah. I said, you know what, I'm going to do something different. And the odds of that, of beating that, are very low. And even kind of like living through some of those experiences, like actually like literally surviving some of those experiences, it's like just that. And even the YouTube thing, even changing your thing around, and like just everything. When I just say, you know what, I have no idea how this is going to work out. I see no path in front of me. Even my present circumstance sucks, because people are too busy focused on what's going on right now. But the way out of your circumstances, I always say, have a vision beyond your circumstance. I know it's possible. You don't even have to believe 100% it's going to happen, but can you believe, someone in a manifestation video said, can you believe it's possible? Yes, it is possible, and that kind of releases resistance. Even though if you don't 100% believe, it's like, it's possible, anything's possible, right?
Yep.
You're going to be a great counselor. You are going to be, no, seriously, I'm not talking shit here.
I won't get a degree, though. I just want to go off my own. I mean,
no. You're going to be you're going to be a guide. You're going to be not this fucking degree bullshit, because I mean, it's great to have a bit of paper, but what you've gone through and what you just said, you've actually gone from that. We've all gone and got something bigger than a degree. We actually got our lives back. And people don't realize that half these bloody monkeys, they've got that. That don't
they have the degree, but they don't have the life experience to back it up.
I want to do transformational coaching. Like, I advertise on my channel. I do advertise that, but I just haven't really put myself. I'm not really promoting. I'm trying to focus on my job and my YouTube. But I think once I build the audience on YouTube, it will come. I'm not, like I told you, I've just talked to you. I'm not huge on like the selling, like going around finding people, clients. Right. That's not really. It's not that I don't believe it's possible. Just my energy is just, I'd rather build the audience on YouTube and the people that see my worth and see what I'm coaching. If you resonate with me, you already see my videos. If you went further, like, then hit me up. I'd rather do it that way. That's more my approach. I believe that's better. Yeah. But part of me is like, no, you should do the coaching now and do this. But I can have my energy split that many different ways. I don't want to put, so I think it will just come naturally, just like you guys said when you put the attention out there,
It
right?
will. People will reach out to you and be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
man, I like the way you are. I like your
Yeah,
energy.
that's what
I'd like to
happens
work with
when
you."
YouTube, yeah, with a lot of the bigger YouTubers, right? Because I'm not a person that's going to go in groups and be like, hey, do you need coaching? It just, for me, the energy that doesn't match my personality. I'd rather like, hey,
You need.
if you resonate,
I'll tell you
cool,
what.
hit me up. Yeah.
Yeah,
The first
later
thing
on
that
down
comes
the
to my
road
head
too.
with.
You could,
Sorry, Sarah.
and sorry, yeah, you could just like end your
No, that's
YouTube
okay.
videos.
No.
Not even all of them, just some of them. Be like, hey, man, if you want to talk privately about what you're going through, I offer one-on-one sessions. Feel free to
I
hit
do
me
say
up.
it in my videos, and like I put it in my description, and I do put
There you
I
go,
put
yeah.
transformational coaching because that is what I do, but it's just not necessarily.
Yeah.
But I'm just not going out there like. I'll be
Yeah.
honest, I get annoyed when there's people that message me and I can tell it's the intent of they're trying to sell me something already. I don't like that energy, dude.
No, I don't need that either.
But not all coaches need to be like that. But I often get that. So that style, I'm like, hey, you know what? I don't chase, I attract. I'm just more like, hey, if I was relying on that for my income, then you're coming from a different place anyway. But because I have a stable job already, I don't really need it. I'm like, okay, hey, I say in my videos, I say, hey, I offer coaching. Email me for inquiries, whatever. I'm just kind of like putting it out there. Whoever comes. If you're ready, I'm here. I can talk. We can talk.
Di, you know what you need to do? It's just come to me. You need to tell your story.
Yeah.
I've mentioned.
You need to tell
I've mentioned it in different videos.
No. You need to write. You need a structured autobiography of some sort.
Yeah. I mean, I already want to do that. Just I haven't really. Yeah.
No, but what I'm saying is you need to do something now that starts your autobiography. For example, the one I'm doing with Whitefeather, something on that level where you're getting your story out. Like people read mine, like I get messages going, wow, you're a deep romantic. I go, yeah, read between the lines. Right. There's that's really deep. What happened to you? All those kind of things. I think that you need to tell your story because you've got so much that we don't know about that. I think your story's going to not, and I'm not looking at financial or anything like that, but what I'm looking at is people who need to see you, need to know exactly what you've been through. And you've had such a, and some of the stuff you've told us, I'm thinking, wow, you've got through this and, you're still going through what you're doing. And I think your experience with what you're doing, Sarah's as well, what she's gone through, we can really do that's why we're here together and what we've been through, but we've got to tell our stories. Like that's why I probably started with Whitefeather for me is telling the story of what we do. I think that's what I think.
Yeah, I mean, like I'll start to talk about some of my videos, but then I kind of pull. I mean, you have to understand also. This wasn't even too long ago, and sometimes I go too much into it. It kind of brings me back into like kind of a bad. I have to make sure I'm like good. Emotionally, because I can get pretty triggered by it. Kind of like it wasn't that long ago. You know what I'm saying? This wasn't like it wasn't that long ago.
What I'm saying is,
I'm getting there. I'm trying to figure out what's the best way I can do that.
Yeah, that's right.
In a way that's more comfortable, but the best method. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out.
Yes.
I've been thinking even when I went to that Reiki chick who did my Reiki instructor, she said the same thing. I was like, man, I don't fucking know. Now I'm putting pressure. Now I don't want to do any of it because it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, so writing a love letter to yourself, there's my tip of the day.
Yeah, that's a good tip.
And God, it's weird. And God, it's weird.
Oh. It is weird. It is an absolutely weird exercise. I did it on myself once. I've told a couple of my clients to do that now, actually.
I'm gonna do. You know what? I think I'm gonna do that. I did something like that in rehab. I'm pretty sure I did a bunch of long assignments. We had reading in front of the class. It was crazy, right? We had went to our parents ourselves. But I think I need to do one. I think that's a good idea, actually.
Awesome. Well, there we go. So we got that one. Love. Thanks, Chrissy. No worries. Well, here we go. Oracle cards with Pixie.
Yeah, I'm just trying to.
The gangster.
There we go. Okay, so you can see my card. We got the Seek card, everybody. It's beautiful. Looks like she's on a journey of like knowing and stuff. It's awesome. Let's get into this card. So she's got a nice lantern going. Looks like almost looks like a child walking through the woods, headed towards the nice full moon. So she's well taken care of. She's got her owl for wisdom on her shoulder. So it looks like she knows where she's going.
Can I
let's
cut
see
in with
what.
the owl, Sarah? With the owl for Native American teachings, the
Yeah.
owl is the guide of the night. It's basically like the eagle. The spirit. The eagle is the spirit that looks after us during the day,
Yeah.
and the owl is the messenger, and it also protects. It's how would we put it? It gives you the guidance at night. It gives you all the messages at night. It's like the keeper of the night with all those
Yeah.
messages that come through. So it's a very big protector. If you've got one of those that come in, that's a big card for us.
This card definitely, it's interesting because as I was shuffling, this card popped up 3 times during this hour that we've been talking. So it's pretty interesting. And the number is 17 for all you numerologists out there. Goes into, adds up to 8, which is a phenomenal number. So let's go, here we go. So the actual definition of this card, I'm feeling very much like this, the group that's watching today, anybody needing this message, needs to know that they are guided and protected by source, and there's other systems out there that are protecting you on your journey for seeking your knowledge. Synchronicities again. You guys might be seeking knowledge and stumbled across our video today, so that's pretty cool. So the definition is seek out study or hobbies that captivate you. When you actively seek out new information, you develop your memory, self-confidence, and creativity, improve your resourcefulness and motivation, and feel more positive. Fresh experience, know-how, and learning add value to your life. New knowledge is a reward in itself, and the time you invest finding your passions will bring you into contact with people who may share the same ideals as you. Learning something new can boost your enthusiasm and positive energy. There are many ways to learn. Self-teaching is becoming ever more possible due to online courses and instructional videos. Weird that we mentioned that a lot today. You can also find books that hold the knowledge you seek. If you commit 15 minutes an evening to reading, you may be amazed at how quickly you expand your mind. You can also listen to audiobooks when you're in transit, especially if you have a long commute. Interesting, this is all talking about stuff we've brought up today. Eliminate habits that are time wasters, or again, with the time management stuff. Eliminate habits that are time wasters or allow you to disengage in, or allow you to engage, eliminate habits that are time wasters or allow you to disengage during the day. These might include watching endless amounts of television, playing video games, or pursuing social media. Be positive and passionate. Yeah.
All the things I mentioned earlier. Yeah.
All of them. This is a good card. Be positive and passionate. Yeah. Be positive and passionate as you seek your next area of learning. Aligning your desire to learn with a passion or interest will support your ability to stick with your study and achieve your goals. A cloaked individual with an owl perched on their shoulder holds a lantern and seeks for something in the dark. They travel under the light of the full moon. A cloak may represent something that is not seen yet. The owl can see through murky or dark conditions and pinpoint what is being sought. The lantern supports the act of seeking and reminds you to be vigilant in this endeavor. Regardless of what you choose to find or what you choose to do, finding information that supports your heart's desire is a solid first step. The affirmation with this card is, I am grateful for my ability to seek out new information.
Well, the owl for this one, right, there's 2 meanings of the Native Americans that they do. One is a symbol of death, but not in a bad way. It's basically the finish.
I feel like this is, yeah.
That's a finish, but he's guiding because what that is, it's like, as I said to you, it's like the spirit animal of the night. So it does also.
Well, I feel like it's guiding through the night into the new information, into the
That's
new
exactly it. So, it says here, it says in the negative, you're not grabbing your opportunities. You've got to make sure that you got to let go of fear when it comes to big opportunities. So that's a symbol. That's just a basic symbol, but also it's about purity. It's about cleanliness. Okay. In some tribes, it's about the death of something and the resurrection of new, but also it's the messenger of the night. It's like the guide. And if you see a white owl, it means it's guiding you through. It's a very powerful spiritual animal. And it's a lot of purity, a lot of cleansing, purity, cleansiness, bit of power there. So it's a huge card.
Yeah. And comes from the
It's one of my spirit animals. Would you believe that? And the wolf.
Nice.
Oh, there's our deck.
Yeah, it's the Gratitude Oracle deck.
Awesome.
So,
we've had a great chat, girls, as well.
Yeah,
my soul sisters. I've loved it as per usual. Thank you so much again for everything. Very grateful for what we have. Sarah, you're doing the voiceover. As I said, I'm handing over to you to practice.
All
it's
right,
time for me to be quiet.
I'd like to thank everybody for joining us on this very awesome episode of Life Theories with Jay from Journey of a Whitefeather, Diana from Trailblazers of the Universe, Cortez from Spiritual Needs TV is not here with us today, but you can find him as well on your social media for all your semen retention and physical fitness type stuff. He's got lots of good stuff going on there, so sorry you missed him today. If you like what you saw today, give us a like, give us a subscribe, follow us, leave a comment down below if you have any questions for us. And if you want to join in on our chats, it's a good opportunity for you to join in there too. If you want to just mention in the comments what you'd like to chat about, we'll reach out to you. So thanks for joining. We'll see you again real soon, guys.
Have a good one.